Bonjour à tous, today I'm going to be creating the Barbie makeup look and I'm going to give it a French twist. I have been inspired by Margot Robbie's makeup artist Pati Dubroff, and this is the photo that inspired me to create the French style Barbie makeup look, because this makeup look that Pati created on Margot is so natural, so beautiful, and I was actually very surprised, very pleasantly surprised to see the makeup looks on Margot Robbie for the movie Barbie, because they were actually very modern, very effortless, very universally flattering. Not what we usually see on social media, not what we think when we say Barbie. When we say Barbie and when we look at the makeup looks created on social media, they are very fun, but at the same time they are so pink that sometimes I would say, well, I wouldn't really wear this outside or when I'm at work. So this makeup look that I'm going to show you today is going to be the French take on the Barbie makeup look, inspired by Pati herself. I'm going to be using actually a lot of the products that she used as well. I'm going to be discussing some Chanel beauty products that were used in the movie, because as a lot of you probably know, I love Chanel makeup. If you're not new to my channel, you know that I've tried everything from Chanel and this is my favorite makeup brand. Now, Pati is a Chanel makeup artist, so in the movie Barbie, they were using a lot of Chanel makeup and they used also some Lisa Eldridge makeup. But in this video, I'm mostly going to be using Chanel and some other favorite products. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, when I look at the photos of Margot Robbie during her interviews and her press events, I would say that she looks so healthy, so natural, so beautiful. There is nothing too much. And this is exactly what I would say is the perfect everyday French makeup look. And this is what usually French women do for their everyday makeup. It's this healthy cheeks and also healthy looking lips. And contrary to the popular belief, French women don't wear a red lipstick every single day. Working French women would usually wear a lip balm most often, or a nude lip color, contrary to the belief that they wear a red lipstick, a statement red lipstick all the time. For most people, the red lipstick is saved for the so-called apéro time. This is before dinner, when they are having drinks with friends, or for dinner, but during their everyday life, this is usually the look that they're going for. It's very polished, universally flattering, beautiful makeup look. So let's go ahead and create the Barbie makeup look with a French twist. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting with very well moisturized skin. I've already applied my skincare routine and I only used one product on my face today. You've seen me applying my skincare routine and you know that I love to layer products, those of you who are following me, but today I only used this product because lately I have been experiencing problems with my skin. I had eczema outbreak right here. It was not too serious, but my chin was red and itchy and it was very unpleasant for like around 2-3 days. I've had this and I want to share with you two products that helped me a lot. Now, I have normal to combination skin, which tends to get quite oily during the summer months, but I have had eczema on my body and on my legs from time to time since the time I was a teenager. I have very, very sensitive skin and I'm always careful what I use on my skin. But since the time when I reached 35 years old, I noticed that my skin type started to change and I started to have more dry skin, and from time to time I'm going to experience some little eczema outbreaks even on my face, and it usually happens right here on the chin. So these are the two products that help me a lot. It helps to control everything. As you can probably see right now, I only have a moisturizer and it doesn't look red, it doesn't look bad. From time to time it gets itchy, but I would say that it's almost healed for the past 3 days. These are the products that I like to use when my skin is irritated. These are both French pharmacy brands and I wanted to share these two products with you because some of you might be suffering from the same problems and this might be something that you would like to try. So one of them is La Roche-Posay. This is the Cicaplast Gel B5. This is the only product that I have been using for the past 3 days and it literally cured me. And this one is very oily. I would say very, very intensely moisturizing. As you can see, my skin is glowing. I don't have anything apart from this product. I apply right under my eyes, all over my face. And when I feel like sometimes I have a little bit of itchiness somewhere or redness, this is the product that I use. Or the other one is this one. This is Topi Creme. And this is the Cica Soothing Cream and these two are non-fragrance. Now this one is a little bit more dry and it needs a little bit more work to blend it. But again, these are two products that I use when my skin is angry with me. So do whatever you like to prep your skin, to make sure that your skin is really nice, well moisturized, because I think that this is the basics of having a really beautiful skin. And I love to use French pharmacy brands, by the way. Both of these two products are quite affordable. They are probably around 10 euro. It all depends where you buy them, from which pharmacy you buy them. They often have offers, but I think that even this one, I purchased it, I believe, for less than 10 euro. Okay, now moving on to my base. For my base today, I'm going to use the Chanel Numero 1 de Chanel foundation. This one is very moisturizing. I like to use it even when my skin is irritated. I'm not afraid to use it because it has some skincare benefits. It feels very moisturizing and it gives a light coverage that can be built up to a medium coverage, but it looks like skin. I'm just going to dot it here and there, and I'm going to use my favorite Clé de Peau foundation brush to blend it. I want a thin layer all over my skin. Then my lips feel really dry, so I'm going to be using my favorite lip balm, which actually happens to be the lip balm that they used on Margot Robbie for the London premiere of Barbie. And plus, I'm drinking a lot of coffee, so my lips tend to get this weird color early in the morning. Probably because of the intense coffee. So anyways, this is the lip balm that I'm using. So this is 928 Pink Delight. I think that for the premiere, they used also a little bit of lip liner from Chanel, a little bit of the brown, kind of a brownish lip liner from Chanel, which I believe that I have in my collection. But for now, I'm just going to stay with the lip balm. This is a very effortless, very beautiful for everyday use. Then moving on to my brows, I'm very faithful to my brow products, and Barbie has beautiful brows. I don't, but I'm going to fill them in mine with Floris's brow pencil, and I'm just going to add some brow wax so that they can stay into place. Now my brows look a little bit intense right now, but it's going to be okay once I apply my eye makeup. Now I usually don't use concealers for everyday use, but I think that Barbie doesn't have dark circles. She's quite perfect. So I'm going to be using a concealer, and I'm going to use Chanel concealer. This is the Sublimage concealer, which, as a lot of you know, it's not my favorite because it is quite messy, but then it's quite hydrating. A lot of people love it. So I would say that with this concealer, try to see if you like it or not. Just the tiniest dot will do. This is actually too much. I'm just going to warm it up with my finger to make sure that everything is nice and even under my eyes. I don't have darkness and I look as young as possible. Then I'm going to set my face with powder, and I believe that Pati uses Chanel powder on Barbie for the Barbie movie, but I'm going to be using Westman Atelier because of the current sensitivity of my skin. I find that this powder is best for me when my skin is irritated and when I'm eczema prone or when I have any kind of irritation. I find that this powder works best for me, and I never had issues with this one. I find that it's beneficial for my skin. I wish I didn't have this tiny breakout here, but that's life. And now we're moving on to bronzer, and Barbie has this very healthy looking complexion. I know that Pati used Chanel's cream bronzer in medium for Margot Robbie's makeup looks, or most of them. I have the same bronzer here, and my favorite one is in medium because it has this absolutely gorgeous caramel color. Even though I have fair skin tone, I prefer not to use the original shade, the palest shade. I prefer to use this one on my skin because it gives me the most natural looking sun-kissed look. So I'm just going to apply it right here very lightly because I don't want to contour and I don't want... It is almost invisible, so we are going to create a very natural looking bronzed skin. A little bit on the nose. So this is going to be it. I'm not sure if the camera is going to catch this, but it's just a little bit of enhancing the skin tone right now. Just about bringing back a little bit of the color, but not too much. It's not really that visible. Next, we're moving on to blush. And if you ask me, the perfect Barbie blush is going to be this one. Now, this used to be a limited edition from Chanel's Spring Makeup Collection this year. This is Fantasy de Chanel, and it is almost in the middle between a blush and a highlighter. I've used this in a lot of my videos and I truly love this blush. It's one of the most beautiful blush colors that I have in my collection, and I think that it looks beautiful on so many different skin tones. And unfortunately, this is limited edition and a lot of people do not have this blush. I would use it, but I'm not going to use this one right now just because it's limited edition, and I know that a lot of people were not able to purchase this blush and still don't have this blush. So other options are going to be any of the Jus Contrast blushes from Chanel. These are some of my favorite blushes. I believe that one of the blushes that Pati was using on Margot Robbie was Rose Glacier. This is one of this bright pink Chanel blushes, and I have probably 7 or 8 Chanel blushes, but I don't have this one in particular. So I'm going to use Barbie, the perfect Barbie combination for my cheeks, in my opinion. So my take on the Barbie cheeks and on the Barbie makeup look is going to be a Chiara Weiss blush. This is a cream blush. I love the Chiara Weiss blushes in this beautiful dusty pink color. It's a very nice muted pink color. This is Reverence. This is one of my favorite colors and I have used this one so much. And I like to combine this one with Westman Atelier Peau de Rosé. This is my favorite blush combination for my cheeks because it gives me this very healthy looking skin, and the Chiara Weiss blushes are very easy to apply. You can just go ahead and apply them with fingers just like that, or with the brush if you want to, but I usually apply them on the go with my fingers, and it gives me this beautiful healthy looking skin. They blend so easily, and you can apply them on top of powder if you want to, or you can apply them under your powder. You can apply them alone on their own. There are so many different options, and these are some of my favorite cream blushes, so Chiara Weiss. And I would say that if I had to pick only one shade for a Barbie blush, this is going to be it, Reverence. This is my favorite color. I'm gonna apply just a little bit more to be a tiny bit more healthy, probably a little bit on the nose. And then most of the time I'm not going to use any highlighter because, as you can see, it brings just a little bit of healthy look to my cheeks because it is a cream product and it immediately brings back the glow to my skin. But then I'm going to use one of my favorite products here just to add a touch more glow only here on the high points of my face. I don't want to make my skin too glowy, just want it to look healthy. And here eyes are going to be very simple. Usually on Margot, I saw on the photos that they usually would use only one single eyeshadow all over the eyelid and then with the long lashes. So this is the typical French makeup look, I think, and it's very appreciated in France. So people usually don't use multiple colors on the eyelids. They're usually going to use one and done eye color, then apply lipstick, blush, and this is going to create this very beautiful je ne sais quoi, this very beautiful healthy looking complexion. Now there are a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to share with you that just give me the vibe of this Barbie makeup look. Now one of the eyeshadow palettes I cannot not mention is going to be one of my all-time favorites from Chanel, and this is Tissé Cambon. It's one of the eyeshadow palettes from Chanel that I keep repurchasing the whole time, and this eyeshadow palette I think speaks Barbie. The colors are so beautiful, so gorgeous, and you can use this pink shade as one and done eye color. I've even used this one on my cheeks as a blush and it works beautiful. This is a lovely color to highlight the inner corners of the eyes. Overall, this is like, I think from looking at Chanel's eyeshadows, this is probably the ultimate Barbie eyeshadow palette, but there are so many different choices. One of the eyeshadow palettes that I saw Pati uses on Margot is this one. This is Chanel's Le Beige Tender eyeshadow palette, and this is one of my all-time favorites from Chanel. I'm going to use this one here today. And this is actually a signature look that I have been doing like for years since this eyeshadow palette was released. As you can probably see, I'm using mostly this color here. I use it a lot. So I like to use this color all over my eyelid with a little bit of this topper shade here. It looks absolutely stunning. So that's what I'm going to do today. Taking this color on a big eyeshadow brush for a quick application, and I'm going to apply this color all over my eyelid. Usually on Margot Robbie, I see that her eyelids are usually going to be a little bit rosy, a little bit pinkish, so it creates a very healthy look. Sometimes you can even use your blush for the eyelids. It looks beautiful as well. It creates this gorgeous monochromatic look. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the topper shade with my fingertip. Next, since I'm not going to apply false eyelashes, I'm going to use a little bit of kohl eyeliner, again from Chanel, and this is one of my favorites. I'm going to use it very close to the lash line. This is just to create the illusion that I have thicker lashes, because I'm going to rely on my own lashes for this makeup look, and that's why I want to cheat a little bit, that my lashes are much longer than they actually are. And I think that the signature mascara that they used for Margot Robbie and for the Barbie movie was Le Volume de Chanel. I absolutely love this mascara so much, but unfortunately I currently don't have it. I actually purchased this mascara. This is one of my most repurchased mascaras, and it's my favorite Chanel mascara actually. It should arrive today, by the way. I'm waiting for it because I went ahead and ordered it, but for now, for today's video, I'm going to use Chanel's Allure mascara, which defines the lashes beautifully, but I would say that Le Volume de Chanel gives a lot more volume and a lot more full look and healthy looking lashes. It's one of the most beautiful mascaras that I've ever used. Okay, and this is going to be with my eyes done. We are almost ready, we're not there yet. And now for the lips, I have picked a few colors that I wanted to show you just for fun, just so that we can have fun with the lipsticks. I know that they used so many lipsticks. I believe that more than 30 lipsticks and more than 30 blushes have been used, because really the focus of the whole movie, and I like how they created the makeup look. I like how they kept it natural and human-like. The whole focus was on the cheeks and on the lips, and there was not too much going on the eyes. Now, first of all, let's try and recreate this lip here from the Margot Robbie's look. I believe that this was the look for the London premiere of the movie. I'm not really sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to try and recreate this lip color here because it looks so natural. Of course, it all depends on the skin tone as well, but the product that they used is this one, I'm sure. And then Pati used a lip liner. I believe that she used one of the more brownish color lip liners, because I see that the lip is a little bit more neutral. I'm going to use one of my favorite lip liners from Chanel. By the way, they just reformulated the lip liners. I still haven't tried the new ones, but I'm going to use one of the old ones. This is Nude Brune and it's 162. I believe that she might have used this one or another one, I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly go over on top of my lips just to emphasize a little bit. Next, I have one final touch, and this is going to be for the body. Now, I really like this product from Westman Atelier. This is the liquid loaded highlight. I always get the name wrong. Let's see. So this is the super loaded liquid super loaded. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Liquid super loaded. I like to use this product usually on the high points of my face. I have a full review of this product. In case you're interested, I'm going to make sure to link it in the description box. But lately I found that, especially in the summer months, and when I'm wearing something where my shoulders are visible, I like to use a little bit of this product and tap it right here on my shoulders. It's just a very easy way. I'm not sure if the camera is going to catch this. So I'm going to do it on one shoulder. A little goes a long way here. I'm going to do it on one shoulder so that you can see probably how it's going to reflect the light. It reflects the light in such a beautiful way. I've used it a few times outside, and I have been getting some compliments on the way my skin looks. Now, I started thinking about body makeup when I was creating this video, and I thought actually that I usually like to use during the summer months this kind of product, something that's a little bit shimmery, that has a little bit of sheen on my shoulders, because it catches the light in such a beautiful way, and it just instantly makes you look more polished, instantly makes you look more beautiful. I hope that the camera is going to be able to show it, but this shoulder looks so much more flattering than this one. And I have an idea for Gucci Westman and for the whole Westman Atelier team. I think it's going to be great if they create a similar product but for the body, because imagine if you can have this product but in a big size bottle, something like this, that you can use on the body, that you can use in the summer months on the legs. So imagine Pot de Soleil on the legs, and just with a tiny bit of Pot de Rosé or Pot de Pêche just on the center of the leg. It's going to create the illusion of so much longer, leaner, more beautiful legs, something that we all want, of course, to elongate the legs and to make them look a little bit slimmer. Now, initially when I was planning to create the Barbie makeup look, I actually went ahead and purchased two colors that are so Barbie. I just wanted to have an excuse to purchase these colors. Plus, I had 20% off at my local Sisley retailer, and that's why I went ahead and bought them, because I've always wanted to have these. These are the Fit to Lip Twist in number 8 and number 2, and these are I would say that the ultimate Barbie lip colors. I decided not to use them today on my lips because I wanted to create this more, let's say, more elegant, more chic, and more wearable. This look, I think, is wearable even for an office look. It's going to be very universally beautifying, and I thought that I'm going to give the Barbie a French twist. Now we have one last touch here, and this is going to be the fragrance. The fragrance that I have chosen is one of my all-time favorites and my favorite summer fragrance from Chanel. This is Chanel Chance Eau Tendre Eau de Parfum. This is a very light, beautiful fragrance, very feminine, but it's suitable for the office and it's suitable for a night out as well. It is a fragrance that everyone loves. It's a fruity floral fragrance with a light musky base that only gives a little bit of depth to the fragrance, but it's so long lasting and absolutely gorgeous. So this is the perfume that I have chosen for my Barbie makeup look. I'm not sure if I was successful at creating the Barbie makeup look, but for sure this is the typical French everyday makeup look, and it's very easy to create. It's going to take you probably less than 10 minutes to recreate this look. It's very natural, beautifying, universally chic look that everyone can wear, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this video together with me. A huge thank you to Pati for inspiring me to recreate this look. This is definitely not your typical Barbie makeup look. I know that for Barbie we usually think of pink, and the more pink the better. But I thought that I'm going to make just a very natural makeup look, and I have been inspired by the Barbie movie. Now for my nails, I decided to choose a statement fuchsia color, and this one is from Chanel. It's 143. It's the nail color that I have been wearing the whole season. I absolutely love this color on my nails. And that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for spending time with me and for watching my video, and let me know what is going to be your signature Barbie makeup look. What are the products that you would use to recreate the Barbie makeup look? Thank you so much once again, and until next time, bye!